A very good day. I'm Engku Hana, and today my group members Tan Kai Sian, Gan Jiaxuan, Trisha Ong, alongside with myself, will be presenting on our project, which is the Digital Library and Book Reservation System. Our group have developed a web-based digital library and book reservation system. The system is developed in PHP, MySQL, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The system allows user registration and login into the system. Students are allowed to find and reserve books, while administrators can manage books, users, and bookings. The system has security measures to protect user information. This further enhances the library efficiency and availability online 24/7.
Hello everyone, my name is Jiaxuan and now I will be presenting the system design for our digital library and book reservation system, starting with the class diagram. This diagram shows the overall structure of our system, including the main classes, their attribute, methods, and relationship. The five core classes are user, admin, student, book, and reservation. The user class acts as the parent class, while admin and student are child classes that inherit the common attribute and function from user. The reservation class plays an important role because it connects the user and book classes to manage the borrowing process. A user can have multiple reservations and a book can also be linked to multiple reservation records. This class include methods such as reserve book and return book to manage book borrowing and returning. Overall, this class diagram serves as a blueprint for our BHP pattern to showing how different objects interact within the system.
The use case diagram identifies three primary people, which are guests, students, and administrator. A guest can only register for an account, while a student can log in, search books, view book details, reserve book, view reservation history, submit feedback, and update profile. The administrator extends all student access and has additional use cases like managing books, managing users, monitoring reservations, and replying to feedback. Overall, the diagram shows a high-level overview of the system scope by clarifying access boundaries. Administrators have full control, and students cannot modify book records.
This is our ERD. The database consists of four main entities: user, book, reservation, and feedback. Since a user can reserve many books and a book can be reserved by many users, we use the reservation table as the linking entity to implement this many-to-many relationship using foreign key. In addition, the user table has a one-to-many relationship with the feedback table because one user can submit multiple feedback records. To maintain data integrity, the database uses foreign key constraint. For example, book availability is updated during reservation transaction, and if a user is deleted, all related reservation and feedback are automatically removed through cascade deletion. Next is the level 0 context diagram. This diagram shows the interaction between the digital library system and three external entities: guest, student, and admin. The guest submit registration details to create an account. The student logs in, search for book, makes or cancel reservation, submit feedback, and update their profile. The admin manage books, oversees reservations, manage users, and replies to feedback. In return, the system provides outputs such as registration status, the book catalog, reservation history, feedback information, user profile, and dashboard report. Overall, this diagram provides a high-level overview of what information enters and leaves the system before moving to the detailed process. The level 1 diagram expands the system into four main processes: authentication and profile, book management, reservation management, as well as feedback and user administration. It also includes four data stores: users, book, reservation, and feedback. This process interact with the data store to read, update, and manage system information. Overall, the diagram illustrates how data flows between users, process, and the database to support the system function.
Business rules. Each user can make many reservations where each reservation belongs to one user. Each book can be reserved many times where each reservation is associated with one book. Each user can reserve many books where each book can be reserved by many users at different times. Each user can submit many feedback records, where each feedback is submitted by exactly one user.
Now I will explain the state diagram of our digital library and book reservation system. The process starts when the book is available. When a student reserves it, the status changes to reserved, where it's wait for approval and or pickup. If the reservation is cancelled, it moves to cancel and the process ends. If the student borrows the book, it's changed to active. From there, if the book is returned on time, it goes to return and their archive where the record is stored. If the book is returned late, it's entered overdue state, and the system may apply a fine before the record is archived. Finally, once of the book is returned and available again, it goes back to the available state, ready for the next exhibition. Now, I will demonstrate the student features of our digital library management system. First, I will log in using a student account. As you can see, I enter the student username and password, then click the login button. After successful authentication, the system redirects me to the student's dashboard. Here on the dashboard, student can immediately see an overview of their library account. The dashboard displays useful information such as total number of books available in the library, the number of books currently available for reading, my active reservation, several books if there are any, and my recent reservation activities. This dashboard provides students with a quick summary of their library status without needing to visit multiple pages. Now let's move to the Browse Books page. These features allow students to search for books quickly. For example, if I enter a keyword such as a book title, author, or category, the system immediately filters the result and displays all matching books. Each book's record includes important information such as the title, author, category, and its currently availability. Students can easily determine whether a book is available before making a reservation. This helps reduce unnecessary waiting time and makes searching much more efficient. Next, I will demonstrate the book's reservation feature. When students find a book they want to borrow, they simply click the reserve button. The system will save the reservation request and notify the student that the reservation has been submitted successfully. If the book is currently available, the reservation will remain in the waiting list until the book becomes available. These features allow students to reserve books conveniently without having to visit the library in person. Next, I will open my profile page. This page allows students to view and update their personal information, such as their phone number, email address, or other account details. Keeping this information updated ensures that the library can contact students whenever necessary, especially regarding reservations. Then I will demonstrate the feedback features. Students can submit comments, suggestions, or report any issues they encounter while using the system. For example, if a student wants to recommend a new book program, they simply enter their message and sign up. The system also keeps a record of freshly submitted feedback, allows students to review their communication story with the library. Overall, these features provide students with a complete online library experience. Students can search for books, reserve books, manage their reservations, update their personal information, and communicate with the library through feedback within one integrated system.
I'm going to present the admin features. Now I will log in as the admin. Here is the website. So look at the navigation bar. It has dashboard, books, reservation, users, feedback, and also the profile. For the admin dashboard, it has 6 static cards, recent reservation activity, books by category, and also the quick actions that link to the features. Let's look at the book management. Here is a search catalog. If I want to search for the JavaScript book, so the results are shown with the ISBN, category, publisher, year, copies, available of books, and the actions. Below the action column, it has an edit button. So when I click it, it can edit the book details. Like if I want to change the available copies to 4. Now we search it again. Yeah, so it have changed from 3 to 4. Besides the edit button, you have a delete button where the admin can delete the book. Let's say I want to delete this, I click OK, then the book can be deleted successfully. And now, if I want to add a book, I can just click the Add Book button and then type all the details here. Okay, now I will add the book. So we can search it here. Now the book is successfully recorded and see all the details are correct. Next, we go to the reservation management, and down here, if a student has returned the book, so I have to click the return button, click OK, then it will turn to the return status. As an admin, I'm able to view all the accounts. I can change the student to become an admin, and besides that, if the student forget their password, I can also help them to set the new password. Moreover, I also can delete the student account. Our system has a feedback features where students can submit their feedback here. So currently we receive one feedback here. Now I'm going to respond to the feedback. And I'm type my response here. And then the feedback status will turn to resolve now. Lastly is the admin profile that contains the personal information, and we can change the password and also the system overview. There's all for the admin features demo. In conclusion, our system successfully delivered all the core functionalities. We implemented a complete CRUD operations for the book management, a secure role-based login that separates students from the administrators, and a full reservation lifecycle which allows users to reserve, track, and return books through pending, active, overdue, and return status. One key technical challenge we faced was maintaining the data integrity, especially keeping the book's available copies accurately synchronized with the reservation actions. We solved this by using the data transaction in the MySQL, ensuring that whenever a reservation is met or cancelled, the copy count updates atomically, preventing data mismatches. With these features, we are confident that all requirements from the project brief have been fully met, delivering a centralized, efficient, and user-friendly platform for both students and library administrators. Thank you for your attention.